Greetings, friends. So today, Monday, October 10th, I tried to find a peaceful place in the city, which sometimes you have to go to some lengths to find, but you can do. And I'm standing here on the Leslie Spit, further down from Tommy Thompson Park, which is an artificial peninsula constructed in Lake Ontario in front of the city of Toronto. Behind me, facing north, is the skyline of the downtown. So I'm standing, I don't know how many kilometers from there. You know, all of this peninsula is artificial. I tried to find a place where it would be more difficult for people to come, and there are paths here, so people do pass by, but it's pretty chill. Can't quite hear, you can hear the airplanes, but sounds of the city are removed. Just the wind. So I think it's safe to leave my stuff just for a moment. I'll show you what I mean, and you can see nature has reclaimed much of this, but there are actually substantial trees further down on the peninsula, which run several kilometers long, and to the point where you could call it a forest. But where I am right here, I don't know, some of this plant growth is not that far along, but you can see the bricks everywhere. So I don't know when they began landfilling this, but I guess probably not that long ago, maybe a few decades ago. I'm not really sure. We can look into that, but so I've been biking along the whole length of the peninsula. I've been here a few times. There's an abandoned lighthouse at one end. I've been there, but I decided to explore more of the peninsula this time. And you can see all this steel or rusty iron, I don't know if it's iron or steel, but it's rusty rebar, which in many places people have covered with the holes of bricks, because bricks have those holes in them. But here they're more exposed. Kind of a weird landscape, like some sort of futuristic ruined world. There's all kinds of like concrete structures that are half preserved, like columns, and like it looks like I'm standing on some substantial stone slab right now. Like this was used in, it's a huge piece of stone right here. Smooth, I mean not smooth, but relatively flat. Yeah, so obviously you probably want to be a little careful here, not to trip on anything, because you could probably be impaled or gashed. But I thought that was pretty cool. And nature is already eroding, producing beaches. I don't know if you can call that a real beach, but certainly the erosion. And for people who believe it's a flat earth, I want to know, if I'm looking generally south over the lake, shouldn't I be able to see more of the Niagara Escarpment? Like, the Niagara Escarpment would rise to several hundred feet on the other side of the lake. So I'm zooming in, but really shouldn't I be able to see a bit more? Shouldn't I be able to see substantial rising of the land? That's just one question I would have. So it seems that there's a bit of curvature over the lake, which is obscuring the Niagara Escarpment, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some other explanation for that. But anyways, I don't know if I'll be able to show you much more of the peninsula. I just thought it was just sort of a spur of the moment video. It's easy, you know, you can find places to get away. You just have to take the effort. And I think it's cool that you can build land in the lake and then nature can fill it in. It's actually, you know, of all the things that are messed up about our times, at least, you know, sometimes we can still get things right, and it's one of the things this city has, is some green spaces. Oh yeah, and over here in the distance, I like how you can really see the profile of the land. That's looking in the direction of the Scarborough Bluffs. which rise, I don't know how many feet, maybe 100 or 150, I'm not sure. This artificial pond contained within the peninsula, like not connected to the lake as far as I know, not directly connected. This is all made surrounded by rubble. This is all rubble. As you can see at my feet here, we have grass and twigs and tree branches, and then what's this? It looks like a stick. Oh no, that's like metal rebar that could snag you. That could be a little dangerous. But it's just such a bizarre combination here. So you could be walking, and then is that a tree root? It could be a tree root, or it could be like several inch thick steel rebar woven into the fabric with nature. And in the way in the background there's the bridge connecting the other part of the peninsula. That's the way I took when I came in. Across that bridge, which is floating, I believe. And then you ascend up the little hill there, and then continue this way all the way for several more kilometers way up there to the other end.